Welcome back everyone to EU4 with the Great Culture Wars. We have two wars going on right now. Syria and Turkey going after Liguria. This is basically just for Syria to grab even more land. And we have the Transylvanian Greek war of heresy, or purge of heresy. It's basically the Greeks versus Venice and Transylvania, because I doubt that the Belarusians or Sami are actually going to send any troops at all. And the Slovaks are so insignificant that they will probably not be involved in this war either. So yeah, this is what we have got going on right now. The Greeks are already basically fully besieged, so I think it's just a matter of time until we see a peace deal here. We do see Liguria actually besieging some of the Turkish lands, and there's also a lot of Sicilian separatists. Now, they could cause quite a lot of problems for the Turkish if they are left, to their own devices. If they don't engage these rebels, that could really cause a problem. In fact, where are the Turkish forces? I see the Syrian army. There are Syrians even in Liguria proper, and there's also the big Turkish army of 20,000 men. Okay, now, if they don't make it back home in time, okay, maybe the Syrians are going to deal with it. Alright, the Syrians, okay, well, that's good, that's good. Syria and Turkey, they really work well together. You can see Turkey is fighting this war for the Syrians here in Liguria proper. Even though Turkey's not going to get anything out of this, they're not going to get any provinces. This is all going to go to Syria. In fact, it's probably just going to be these two provinces. And so yeah, at least the Syrians deal with the Turkish rebels. That's nice. That's nice to see these two guys working together. And I'm really still wondering when we're going to see peace here. Perhaps all of this is going to go to Transylvania. Maybe all of Albania is going to go to the Venetians. I don't know. But it would certainly make the Venetians look nice. I mean, they already look really good. But if they had this, it would be even better for me. But anyway, okay, so the Belarusians are actually being invaded now. Okay, I doubt that they really send any forces. I mean, they have surprisingly 18,000 men left. The Sami have 23,000, but they're so far away, we won't really see them involved in this too much. Yeah, okay, they're actually, oh, they're fighting. Look at that. But yeah, they're being defeated. Now, there's another war that has just popped up in case, or well, in fact two. Leon and the Basques, their vassals, and the Bretons versus Andalusians and Catalans. So this is probably the unification, one of the many unification wars for Iberia. And we have the Finnish reconquest of Österbotten, together with the Highlanders and the Latvians against the Estonians and Swedish. Now, we've seen the Swedish being beaten by the Highlanders and someone else. I'm not even sure who. Yeah, the Finnish, in fact. They have already been beaten. And yeah, the Estonians are not going to be able to do something about that. So the Finnish will get their lands back. The Swedish will probably lose even more. And Estonians might be wiped out. It's possible. It depends on how many claims the Latvians have, but they have all of this claimed. But the Finnish do as well. So we'll see. Maybe the Finnish will get control. No, the Latvians already have all the sieges. So this is either going to stay under Estonian control, or it will be under Latvian control. Yeah, so the Latvians can only get these provinces up here, nothing else, which is fine. But yeah, let's quickly check out this war down here. So Leon has decided, you know what, we want these lands. They're also at war with Andalusians. Didn't I thought they were at war with the Aragonese, but that's fine too. They're gonna take these two provinces, most likely, at least this one, since they have a claim, and it will take Sevilla, which is a very important center of trade, and then they will take Almansa as well. And yeah, that's just gonna make them even stronger. I mean, this, we should still remember, is part of Tuscany. There's actually, the Tuscan capital is right here now. So this is not yet Leonese clay, but eventually it will fall to them. I think they're doing a really great job of uniting this peninsula. I like it. I really like it a lot. But yeah, we have seen a peace with Venice. They've taken one province and released Albania. They've taken their core back in Corfu. They've taken one extra province, and then they have released two provinces. Well, not really released. They have given them back to the Albanians. I wonder why they have done that. Are you allies? You're not even allies. So that's kind of strange, but yeah. We also see that the Transylvanians, they have taken provinces from the Greeks. They have taken Skopje here, and then they have taken these two, which makes them look decently nice. The Greeks still look powerful, just, yeah, obviously reduced in size. I don't think that the Belarusians had to give up anything, so that's fine for them. And Estonia is completely besieged, and Sweden soon follows. In fact, has their capital been taken? Their capital has been taken already, Dalaskogan. So, yeah. Now, the funny thing about this is actually that there's still this modifier, the Stora Kopparberget, this copper mine, but it actually produces fur. Yeah, this is actually kind of cool, but still, fur is not bad, so they're gonna at least make a lot of money as well. But copper would be much more useful for their economy. But yeah, regardless, we see a peace deal here very soon, and yeah, Syria has, just as I thought, taken over all of these provinces, but Liguria did not have to give up anything else. It's really just these provinces. So Syria looks awfully nice. And I guess they have just declared a new war, this time against Bulgaria. Wow, Syria and Turkey together, they are just kind of an unstoppable force here. But that's what I said, because they have the Anatolian Tech Group, they're going to be incredibly difficult to deal with in the beginning, but they will fall off later. But if by that time they manage to conquer enough, you know, they might be unstoppable. We'll have to see. But now it's Bulgaria, Albania, and Serbia. You can see that they're all kind of in the same group because they have the same emblems on their shields. They are trying to hold back this this onslaught here, and it would have been even worse if Crimea would be still allied to the Turkish here. So they have a decent chance, I think, of holding them off in the Caucasus. I think, as long as they just, you know, disregard whatever lands they have over there. Now Serbia is actually being besieged by 27,000 men, which should give Bulgaria and Albania the chance to push them back here. They should have the upper hand, but it doesn't really look all too good for them. Well, we'll have to see. Now, we've also had a peace with Estonia. Yep, Finland has taken all of Finland, which I think is nice, but they've also taken provinces of Sweden, basically cutting them not really in half, but yeah, they kind of took these two provinces, which looks really ugly. I would have rather have them, you know, give these provinces to Latvia. It would have looked nicer, but it's fine. Finland at least is doing well for themselves. Other than that, Leon has probably finished off their war by now. They have, wow. Okay, so they completely pushed out the Catalans from Iberia, so they have now just one province over here, which is probably going to get taken out by the Occitans at some point, or Occitans, as I'm supposed to say it. And we also have the Basques here. There was probably just this event where you can give a core of your vassal back to them. It doesn't really matter because they're obviously still a vassal of Lyon, so that they will be annexed. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they're currently being annexed. Yeah, they are. So it's just a matter of time, and then they're going to be gone, and Lyon will even have a province up there, which is probably not too good, but still. And other than that, they have completely, well, almost completely pushed out Andalusia from Iberia, so they just hold on to Gibraltar down here, and the rest is Leonese. So they will finish off the Aragonese, pretty sure. They'll take this province by annexing their vassal. They probably will also kick out the Occitans, and then it's just Portugal with their two provinces left here. So Leon, really great job. I think it is possible to form nations like Spain and France, but I'm not sure if we're going to see that. I mean, they should be able to form it by now. In fact, you know what? I'm actually curious to see. So we'll go into that and check if we can do it. Because I'm not too sure. Let me see. No, we cannot form any nation here. Let's check Burgundy, for example. If you can, no, there's no forming of France or anything. So, I guess that answers the question. We have no formable nation, so it's just gonna stay Lyon, which is fine, I think, because otherwise they'll get new ideas, and some of the ideas might be more overpowered than others. And so I think overall it's good that they're not formable. Now, one war that I've kind of missed, or I guess one piece that I've missed, was what happened to Muscovy. I mean, they're now in another war, but they apparently had to give up 2 provinces to the Ryazanians, but they did not have to give anything back to Novgorod. And now they're once again in a war. They're allied with the Crimeans, Ruthenians, Latvians, but they're in this war together with the Polish because they're guaranteeing the... Why? Okay, maybe Crimea. Oh, it must be because Crimea is being attacked. I think that must be the case. Yes. Crimean conquest of Kharkov. Oh! Crimea are the attackers. So they decided to attack together with Muscovy and Poland to attack the Belarusian Sami and Karelians, who are not allied. Are you... who? Oh! 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 There's a personal union going on. That I didn't know. Alright, so the Belarusians have a personal union over Sami. Now that is actually kind of interesting. Now, they're kind of in a bad spot right now, because they're being surrounded by 3 enemies. They have a lot of cores on Poland, or on the Polish, but it's unlikely that they're going to get that back, because Karelia is going to have to... Karelia and Sami both will have to, you know, fight their way through Muscovy, and by the time they're here, it's very likely that, yeah, the Belarusians are already occupied, yeah, fully occupied right there, so I don't think they're going to stay in this war too much longer. But yeah, obviously a lot of wars are going on, so let's quickly check this out. We have the Crimean conquest of Kharkov, so that's what we just checked out. They're winning by far. We have Syria, and the Turks having pieced out the Serbs, which are just pieced out. I don't think they're vassal or anything, right? Yeah, they're just pieced out. Alright, cool. And then we've got Wallonians, the Burgundians, and Saxons versus the Rhenish, Czech, and Silesians. Okay. Let me just kind of check out how that is looking. Alright. Well, Saxony definitely have made their comeback. The Rhenish are not powerful. Neither are the Czech. So, actually, you know what? This is held by the Czech. This is a Saxon core. So if the Saxons get this, they grow even more powerful. Silesia is by far the strongest out of this alliance, and Burgundy easily overpowers them. And Wallonia is also quite powerful. So I think that this is pretty one-sided, this war. Yeah, there shouldn't be too much confusion about who's going to win in the end. Yeah, it's pretty clear. Yeah, all the capitals are being besieged, although wait, there were 85,000 men? That was a pretty huge battle. What the hell? Okay, well, I'm actually surprised as to how many men the Rhenish have. They have 36,000 right here. I mean, their capital has been besieged, but they're about to take it back. Alright, maybe this war is not going to be as easy as I thought. I mean, very important sieges have already been taken. Still, these battles, the Rhenish are holding back. They've just won another battle. Yep, because I don't even know, Franconians are in this war? They have just declared a war as well. Oh, yeah. Alright, so the Franconians are in this too. There's several people attacking at the same time. We've got a whole bunch of wars going on. So Aragon and the Portuguese together fight Andalusia and the Catalans. Now this is fun. All the minor Iberian nations are fighting, but to grab power, to grab any provinces before the Leonese come in and take it all over. Other than that, we have Franconia declaring their war. Yes, we just checked that out. And we have Umbria declaring a war on Liguria and the Maltese. Now, the Maltese are reduced to, I think, 2 provinces. That's all they've got left. They have this one, their capital province, and then they have the actual island of Malta. And Liguria, holy hell! What happened to them? When did that happen? Liguria had to give up so much land. 1, 2, 3, probably 4 provinces to Romania. No, actually, 5 provinces to Romania, and then another maybe 4, or at least 2 to the Piedmontese. What the heck? I completely missed that war. That must have been so fast. This war must have been so fast because I didn't see it at all. Wow, that is interesting. Now, one thing I haven't checked was the printing press. It did start in the capital of Burgundy. Okay, now it's going to spread relatively quickly to the Slovaks because they are obviously Protestant. And then we'll see where else it spreads. Apparently, I don't know why it spreads in Moscow. Is that a capital? It is a capital. Alright, it does spread in capitals then. Alright, that makes sense. But still, there's only one... Actually, there are 2 reformed nations. We have the Swiss, who are reformed as well, and the Burgundians. That's it. And we only have 1 Protestant nation. Yeah, this is a very weak reformation. It's not going to get any stronger. So, Yeah, there we are. That's that's it. Too bad. Too bad for them. Actually, you know what? I would like to check out one more thing. Syria, do you have colonialism now? Right, that's good. Bulgaria does not. They're missing both colonialism and the printing press. Poor guys. Poor guys indeed. But yeah, most people have colonialism at this point. Egypt, how are you doing? Oh, yeah, you're really lacking your institutions there. But at least you're building up somewhat of a power base over here in India and I guess Oman or whatever that region's called. We've got Portuguese colonizing a lot of the African coast. We even have the Occitans down here in Andalusia. Alright, so far so good. Do we have anyone else down here? We have the Occitans down here. Occitans sound so bad. I won't really get used to saying that. Anyway, English Brazil is obviously by far the strongest colonial nation down here. We now have Leon colonizing. Well, they definitely have the resources to colonize, I think. I mean, they will get a lot of trade from Sevilla, especially now with actually taking the province of Sevilla. They have the entire peninsula basically under their control. So I think, yeah, it's the right time for them to colonize. I like that. Someone also took Bermuda, the Occitans, yes. And North America is still, well, basically untouched, except for the Normans here in Canada. Alright, well, that's cool. I'm really looking forward to see the whole colonial nations and the battle in the colonies. Now, the Czechs have been pieced out. They have been pieced out, yes, but the Saxons did not get their core back. They didn't actually have to. They have to give up one province right here to Franconia, really cutting them down. So now they're split into 3 parts. It's just terrible. And wow, the Swiss took provinces. The Franconians started their war with the Rhenish later, but finished earlier, which is kind of fun. And the Saxons really are pissed off that they didn't get any provinces, and now they're not giving anything to the Wallonians. They're just, you know what? I'm going to besiege it, so I will get the occupation. Alright, nice. Very nice to see that. It looks like Belarusians had to give in. They lost even more provinces to Poland, but not to anyone else. Alright. Well, do they have their personal union still? They do. They still have their personal union. How about the Danish, by the way? Do you still have... You do. Okay, well that's good to see. Is there any personal union going on here? Normans? The Gascons? Because I remember that you have the same dynasty. Yep, these 3 nations still have the same dynasty. And we also see the same dynasty for the Bretons and the Irish. And we obviously have the same in the Highlanders and Danish and Dutch. Okay. Cool, I like that. Let's just move on though. So Turkey took that last province from Bulgaria here, and I believe Syria has also gained a few provinces, 3 provinces in fact, and they are now allied with the Crimeans again. Oh, yep, that triple alliance is back. Turkey is also allied to the Greeks, which is fun, but more importantly is this alliance. Crimea, Turkey, Syria. These 3 buddies are very powerful together. Yep. And Turkey is slowly creeping their way into Europe. Yep, they're doing it. And what just happened? Did they just sell a province to Turkey? I think they might have. But yeah, war in Italy is still going on. Romania is definitely now looking so much stronger, and they will definitely make their mark in history here, because I'm still thinking that whoever gets control over Italy is going to be a prime candidate for victory. I mean, now that Leon is just, you know, really having such a huge... It's really doing so well, I guess I should say, in uniting the Iberian Peninsula. I'm not too sure. Maybe they're also going to win. And obviously Syria is doing incredibly well. But I still think that if Romania does a really good job, they could, or not Romania, but Romania, whatever, that they could really still come out on top at the end of this. It really depends. But their provinces over here, obviously, they're much smaller in size. So they might not look as big, but they're still very, very powerful. So I think they still have a really good chance of winning. Okay, and this war we see in conclusion, the Valonians took one province, the Saxons got one as well. So that's good for them. Other than that, I think I'll end this episode here. Yeah, we'll have a last look at the great powers. So Syria is number one now because they have embraced the colonialism. And then we have Leon, the Normans, the English. Surprisingly, the English up here, but I guess that's because of their, yes, their subject. English Brazil is looking incredibly powerful in South America. Then we have Occitans, or Occitans, Rysanians, Franconians, and Aragonese. Aragonese? What the hell? Oh, yeah, I guess. I mean, they're carving an empire for themselves here in Africa. That's interesting. I was surprised by that. Alright, anyways, I think we'll end this here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.